I was literally about to say Cali 93.9, but it's not. Bienvenidos everybody else to Echale Podcast. My name is Jose Quintero, and we're back at it again, recording late night sessions from a different country with my good friend Steph. What's good, Steph?
Woo! Late night sessions, aka spooky time.
You know what? It is about to be 1 a.m. over here. What time is it over there?
For me, it's 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm not allowed to say where I'm at. You know exactly where I'm at. But we definitely wanted to do this podcast because there's so much that I want to share and talk to you about. And why don't we get started, Steph? Because Halloween is definitely right around the corner, and these traumas that we grew up with, I feel like they've affected me. Like I was literally in, for those people who are fortunate enough to be my close friends, I recorded the location where I'm at, and I had to go down a hallway, down some pretty awesome stairs in the daylight, but at night, in pitch black darkness,
No,
it is terrifying.
You got the American Horror Story like stairs, huh? The ones that you're like, I'm gonna turn and it's gonna be something in the corner.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I've never seen American Horror Stories, but I imagine that's what it's like. But I literally feel that, like, dude, I'm literally going to feel a damn head right here, right next to me. Y no sé qué chingados voy a hacer si se me aparece. I'm like, what do I do? Do I scream like a strong woman? I didn't want to say like a little girl. But what the hell do I do? Because exactly, like, because at this point, like I'm like, fuck, like. Take me, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, if I were to encounter something, I'd be like, well, I guess this is my time. I would just start making fun of the thing. I can't do
how?
I laugh.
Okay, so tell me why I tried. I went to Not Scary Farm not too long ago, and I couldn't do the very first maze because it's the initial scare that you're just like, what the fuck? I don't like. I was standing right behind, pushing my friends to go, well, my coworkers to go in the middle, and after that, it was a little combination of I'm tired and this shit isn't as scary anymore, but still, mazes, no puedo. Yo soy peace and love, God and everything.
You cut off a little bit, but I was able to understand you. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but maces, honestly, I actually really like maces, but the thing about them is that I actually laugh through it. And there's something about me that I laugh through pain or through whenever I'm scared. Like today, I took for those of you who don't know, I started dancing folklorico. And today I was dancing and I had the steps right and everything. I was doing turns and then suelo, boom, I got scared. I don't know what happened. And instead of like crying or
te diste tu Juan Gabrielazo.
Like, oh my God, I just laughed.
Yeah. Te diste un Juan Gabrielazo.
Un trancazo que
basically
I was like,
that's what you did.
Suelo, ¿no? I was like, que oso. Everybody ran. Everyone was like, are you okay? I'm like, and I just started laughing. It was so bad. But I do that with all the like maces and everything, and even with Rafa's and I first date was like during Halloween. And we went to a maze.
That is also true.
Yeah, Halloween is my favorite time of the year, but
it really is.
I always feel like
it is bruja.
Scary, yeah, but I really feel like if one day, well, I have encountered really scary things before, and I think it's just like you're just in shock. But I feel like if I know it's a ghost, I'm just gonna start laughing out of just nervousness or something. I don't know. It's my way to process things.
Question, since we are heading to Halloween y Dia de los Muertos, let's talk about the Latino horror stories that have come across in our lives. O sea, ¿con qué creciste tú? Obviously, we're going to say the typical Llorona, Chupacabras, La Mano Peluda.
Yeah.
But was there one that, or was there something that terrified you?
What the hell is exactly la mano peluda? Because I don't know what that is. I kind of know the theory of it, pero ¿qué es? ¿Es like nomás una mano? ¿O qué onda? What is it exactly?
Yeah, it's literally a mano. It's a hairy arm. La mano peluda.
So, la mano
That's
de
literally
cualquier
what
hombre,
it
¿no?
is.
¿Está peluda?
Dude,
Really?
have you
That's
seen some
what
of
it
these
is?
women out here? I'm just saying that they're also peludas too, and all power to them. No, yeah, that's what it is. I honestly don't know the backstory of it and if it derives from the culture and whatnot. Pero siempre, la mano peluda que te va a agarrar las patas en la noche. But I was like, that's it.
I have heard of que se te sube el muerto, which I think is just like sleep paralysis, right?
Well, yeah. Sleep paralysis. Y ahorita me estás dando miedo ahorita. Fuck. Because, I mean, I've never experienced sleep paralysis, and knock on wood that I never do, because I definitely don't want to know what that feels like. And, I mean, I've had people tell me that they feel somebody, like a body on them, and some people see something and some people don't see anything. So if it were to ever happen to me, I hope I don't see anything, and I hope I just kind of fall asleep through it. Has it happened to you?
Honestly, yeah. So I have a scary story about that. It's slash sleep paralysis slash like something that they call a shadow figure. So this is
I thought you were gonna say the slinging slasher.
Slash la llorona. No, but this is actually a true scary story, and it just keeps like getting weirder and weirder as the years go by. So the backstory to this is that a while back I started getting nightmares about this like figure. Oh, can you hear me?
No, yeah, I can, but like, fuck. I'm in a room. It's freaking dark. I'm in literally the middle of nowhere. If you guys knew where I was, you'd be like, oh, maybe there's a car near or a house near. No, there is acres of land and there's nothing here. And
children
I'm in a
of
room
the corn.
with, yes, children of the corn, but like old school medieval paintings where, you know, the paintings that Harry Potter has on their walls.
Yeah, the lady, the ones like the password.
I don't know if you could see the cuadros in my room.
Nope.
You can't see them.
Yeah, I could see them.
Oh yeah, probably. Ay, wait, me asusté, and it was just my finger putting it on the screen. But yeah, no, it's I definitely don't get any type of vibe in my room, which I'm glad. But continue on with your story, porque sí me diste miedo. Soy bien pinche miedoso.
I get a vibe and it's haunted. I'm sorry.
You get a vibe?
Going back to this.
Okay. Before you continue on, you know what they have always told me growing up? Before you continue? They always said, no, if there's mirrors, those keep the demons away. And people who are typically narcissists or who look or like to look at the reflection, because demons don't like to look at the reflection, typically they're, o sea, no te van. Ay, ni quiero decir porque güey se me van a aparecer.
I heard the opposite. I heard if you have a mirror.
Ay, no mames. No mames. No me digas.
If you have a mirror facing you, that it's like you can it attracts something. I don't know. I heard something like that. So I heard the opposite.
Ay, no mames.
But anyways.
Okay, well, it's right next to me, but.
The what? There's a mirror next to you?
Well, next to me, pero it's hasta el fondo. Pero ya I don't even want to turn to it. Anyways, continue on.
So, anyways, there is this. This is the scariest thing I had experienced because it was really weird. So I kept having this like nightmare of about this figure with a top hat and a trench coat, and I guess it's actually very common. And I did not know this up until later. And this thing would just follow me and like stalk me in my dreams. And one day I woke up and I saw it, and I was just like sleep paralysis is not gonna, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. And I just went back to sleep, but I kept having nightmares and nightmares with this thing. And I was like, what the hell is it? I thought I was tripping up until one day, my roommate at the time, she came home and she didn't know she was by herself. She was cooking, and then she could have sworn that there was something right behind her. And she started talking to the thing, and then she realized like there was nothing there, and then texted all of us like, hey, are you guys home? And I was like, no, I'm not home. And then everyone's like, no, I'm not home. She's like, well, are you guys kidding? I was like, no, we're not home. What are you talking about? And then she like briefly explained it, and I was like, you're kidding. So when we got home, where we asked her like what was going on, and she was like, I went to every room thinking that there was something, like that you guys were playing like a sick joke, and nobody was home, but I could have sworn I was talking to someone. Someone was there, and it was like a weird occurrence too. It was like a whole month plus of like just weird occurrences. One day I walked in.
Was this at the Moon House?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Okay.
There was one
I
time,
never slept over there.
Yeah, there was one time where somebody was walking in, and the door just like swung open right before they touched it, and we were all just like staring at the door like, what just happened? Yeah, it happened a bunch of times, and it was really weird. And then I was like, man, and then I told everybody about like my dreams of the top, the trench coat and the top hat guy, and it got me curious, and I was like, what the hell is this? Then I started researching, and for those of you, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Turns out this thing is a shadow figure, I guess, and it follows you around.
No mames, güey.
Yeah, and people
no
have
mames.
Before.
Diosito está conmigo. God is present. Dios está aquí. Qué hermoso es. Alabaré, 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 alabaré. Dude, it is 1 a.m. out here. I fucking hate you right now. I hate you right now. When I say I hate talking about these topics, and Stephanie was like, you know what, let's do scary stories. And I was like, we're going to talk about like Latino mes y todo eso. Obviamente La Llorona es scary, todo ese rollo, y especialmente porque, bueno, anyways, I don't even want to get into that. But this is like top tier scary shit, especially at 1 a.m. where I'm at.
Dude, it was scary for me because I woke up like, I remember seeing it and I was like, I am tripping. But then the fact that somebody else saw it, and then when I started looking it up online, I was like, what's going on? Because it was constant nightmares of that thing like stalking me, and they felt real. Like I would wake up like just paranoid. And there was one of like, he was like stalking me, and I just turned around. I was like, what do you want? What do you want? And he came out with like a little figure.
When do we want it? Now!
Yeah, I was like, what? And he came out with someone that had like a white mask on, and I got annoyed, and I took the mask, and it turned out that it was me. And so then I just started fighting with my own self.
Oh, shit.
It was a weird thing. Yeah, and it was like the most traumatizing dream that I ever had. So then, yeah, I started researching it. I started researching it, and it turns out a lot of people have it, and it's a shadow figure that attaches to you. And then sometimes follows you when you're under really big stress. And just recently, like last week, I got together with some of my friends, and we're talking about the like random, you know, like because it's spooky season. And I told them about that. I was like, oh yeah, well I had this like shadow figure, and then one of my friends like looks at me. She's like, you know what? I had one of my friends tell me that she will see the same damn thing, like follow her around. I'm like, yeah, it turns out this is common. So if you guys see a person with a trench coat and a top hat, you guys know what it is.
No.
It's time to relax.
No.
Maybe drink some Dalai or something because you're under big stress. I guess it attaches to you.
I am peace and love and everything good in this world, and that's probably why I didn't want to have this conversation. I was like, Steph, we're gonna have an amazing conversation. We're gonna talk about online dating. We're gonna talk about this. Y de pronto yo también pendejo empecé a hablar de estas historias because I started it. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But I also want to keep it like, you know, point out that we were supposed to record this episode way sooner. And yo me quedé en el chisme. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
I was
yeah.
texting you, me quedé en el chisme, and I was like, hey, dude, this is going on. She's like, ooh, the tea is good. Pero sí me esperé y ya es what? Oh, 11:11 over there in
Oh yeah, you're right.
US.
11, 12 now.
But yeah. Well, yeah, I just saw it turn because my laptop still has the American hour, but here it is definitely we're 2 hours ahead, so whatever that is, I can't do my math right now. But let's pivot a little bit and ask, what about the Latino stories? Because you grew up in Jalisco in Ocotlan. Was there a specific thing that you heard, or you
Yeah.
know?
There is one that is really weird, and I haven't been able to figure it out, and I think it's a host, but I don't know. So, if anybody's from Jalisco, and especially the area that I'm from, this is not really scary. I mean, I guess it's kind of scary. There is this little hill.
It's okay. We like not scary. We like not scary.
There is this little hill that we call el Chiquihuitillo, which is a Chiquihuitillo is
ya me gustó. Okay.
And people go and climb it all the time. It's a little hill, and it looks like a little hat. There is a picture. There's a series of pictures out there from this photographer in 1980 when cameras were barely like a thing. This is a picture of this guy that saw supposedly that he was walking, and he's a friend of one of my uncles. The story goes that he was walking, and he kept hearing like something, like some kind of mechanical thing going on, como que algo mecánico. He turns, and it was a UFO, and he took a picture of it. And there is an actual picture of a little sphere UFO thing. I'm like over here swinging with my hands, like if you guys could see it, but yeah, there's like these series of pictures of literally a UFO. And according to him, like it followed him or something like that, because he's a friend of one of my uncles, and he swears that it's for real, that it's not fake. And I guess he's not the only person that has seen something like that over there. I guess that Chiquihuitillo, it's like a hot spot for UFOs or something like that. But yeah, there is that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the only.
Have you ever had a UFO sighting?
So have I ever climbed it?
No, have you ever had a UFO sighting?
No, not that. Yeah, no, now that I think about it, I've seen like shooting stars and stuff, which is great, but I never seen a UFO sighting. But after seeing Unsolved Mysteries, and there's like a episode on Unsolved Mysteries of these people that saw like a bunch of UFOs by Lake Michigan, I'm like, man, I kind of want to see something like that, just so I can be like, can you pick
Girl,
me up?
Hell no. Hell. You're like, I don't like it here.
I'm like,
you're like, I don't like it here.
I don't like it here.
Do you guys offer a 401k?
Do you guys have health insurance?
Exactly. Universal healthcare.
Universal healthcare.
Yeah, no.
What's going on in your planet? How is global warming?
What's going on in space? How is global? Y'all have a healthy relationship with yourselves? Y'all have self-love? No, but I have seen. Well, I claim, and it is such a vivid image in my head that every time people talk about like, oh, UFO sightings, it's the first thing that comes to my head, and I will always swear by it. And it is the craziest thing, because I remember I was like 10 years old and I was with my family inside of my house, right? We were just chilling and all of this other stuff, and all of a sudden my uncle goes outside and he's chilling outside, and he's like, hey, you guys, come look. So here goes my mom, my dad, and my brothers, myself, and I don't recall who else was there. But then we look up, and there's literally, and I'm talking about probably the distance from I don't know, like 20 feet. So it's hella close. You see a giant disc, and then all of a sudden it goes, and it disappears into the night. And I was like,
What?
what the hell? Like, what? This just happened? And every time I bring that conversation up with my parents, and well, because that's my other uncle I don't talk to anymore, and nor do I want to talk to him, and etc. That's a whole different story. But with my parents, they don't remember. And to a certain extent, and I'm like, was I asleep? Was I going crazy? No, this is something so vivid in my head. And because you know how typically with dreams you remember like bits and pieces of it, and then you kind of
Yeah.
forget about the dream. Like there's
Yeah.
not, I don't think there's like a dream that you fully remember unless it's a traumatizing moment, etc., etc. So this is something that's so vivid in my head that I'm just like, what? Like
Oh yeah.
this happened. Like this definitely happened.
Did your parents maybe blocked it out, or they just don't want to talk about it? Because then that's another thing.
One,
Because they maybe just they're
I
like,
don't know.
yeah, it doesn't exist. If you don't talk about
I
it, it
have a
doesn't
theory.
exist. What is
I
it?
have a theory, which I'm gonna knock on wood. I have a theory that they were taken, and their memories were wiped. Like the adults, right? I know it sounds so stupid, but if like the adults' memories were taken, but not the child's and whatnot, but then it's sort of like, whoa, shit, we left a lingering piece of evidence, which was Jose. You know?
Yeah, they're like, dang, we forgot the kid. Ah, ya que ya déjenlo.
Yeah. Sí, no va a decir nada.
No va a decir
Here
nada.
he goes,
And if
does a
he does,
podcast.
and if he does, man, imagine we get taken today. Nomás por hablar de.
No va a decir. No va a decir nada, pero ahora trabaja en la radio.
All the aliens.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, there has to be like aliens somewhere out there. I don't.
I know,
believe
it's very ignorant. You know, NASA, as of this week, just launched their. They have like a new team. It's a 16-member team. We literally just talked
Oh,
about it on. Yeah. And the team is not called UFO anymore. Like we're not calling it's called U something, unidentified aerial,
aerial something. UAO or something
UA
like.
UA UA. I don't know. But so their sole job for the next 9 months is to investigate and bring back mid 2023 a report on unidentified flying objects or unidentified aerial objects.
Yes, UAO
You,
or UF,
yeah,
something
some,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's pretty interesting.
yeah,
And
because
I was talking to it with my coworker, and she basically says, I think they're already living amongst us. I think they're disguised as humans. And I'm like, dude, The Simpsons, or I don't know if it was Family Guy, they're not that far off because they sometimes like unzip themselves and it's like the alien. And I'm like, shit, like that could totally be it right now.
yeah, honestly, I do think they're probably living among us. Like, some people that are just that you encounter one day and you're like, they seem off. I don't know why. I'm like, what if
Yes.
they're just
Like, do you not
aliens
know?
like on costumes?
Honestly, because there are some people that you meet and you're like, they don't recognize human cues, or like you just don't get it. And I understand that there's people that are socially awkward and whatnot, but then you're just like,
Or
okay.
neurodivergent. I mean, there's people that are neurodivergent and socially
Oh
awkward and
shit,
everything
that's a
else.
good word.
But neurodivergent, yeah, if you have
Uh
like
huh.
autism, if you're in
Oh,
the
that's what.
spectrum, it's called neurodivergent. But besides that,
You
there's
just
some
say
people.
divergent, and I think
But
of the
besides,
movie.
but besides that, there's some people that you encounter one day and you're like, what is going? What? Like it's like, not that they only don't understand social cues or anything like that, but you look at them and you're like, man, you look like an alien in disguise. But maybe we're all aliens in disguise. I don't know, but I do definitely believe
Maybe.
that there's probably either we're being studied or something, or they've been already
Mm.
living with us. I don't know. I think it's a very selfish idea that we're alone, especially when you look out like out in the skies and you're like,
Yeah.
dang, that's like a planet out there. There can be Statistically speaking, there has to be something.
I know. Statistically speaking, it's sort of like, dude, we're one planet out of 9 planets. Yes, I'm counting Pluto. He deserves it. He needs some clout.
Isn't he a dwarf planet?
He a planet.
Is he a
Chiquito
planet or
pero
not?
picoso. He's a planet. I'm gonna count him as a planet. I grew up in school with 9 planets. Not 8 planets.
Oh yeah,
Are you googling it?
It's a miniature planet. I can't pronounce that word. Dwarf planet.
Dwarf.
Yeah. It's
So
tiny planet.
yeah. So okay. So look, we're in. There's 9 planets. All right. Statistically, 1 out of 9. All right. Cool. Whatever. But then we got a whole ass galaxy, the Milky Way, and then out of the galaxy, there's millions of galaxies.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
There's no way.
There is no way. I have a question for you. What do you think? Because we're talking about like spookiness and whatnot. And I don't know if this is a topic of spookiness, but it is a topic of taboo within the Latino community, because not a lot of people want to say, where do you think, or what do you think happens when we leave our soul? O sea, cuando te mueres.
I actually thought about this. So I don't know. I ideally, honestly, I would like to come back as like an animal. I would like to come back as a cat.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Okay. Tell me why. We literally just had this conversation with my team that I'm here. And we were talking about our dogs, and how when I first got my dog and how when they first got their dog, it was so hard for us to get undressed in front of our dogs, even though Benito was in my room, right? My dog was in my room, because we were like, dude, what if these are reincarnated souls in dogs? And you're just like, dude, why are you staring at me so much? Like, you gotta know me from a past life or something.
Honestly, so I have a theory that one of our cats used to be a queen or something, because she likes to be Kiara, you know.
Oh, Kiara?
Yeah, I get a feeling of reincarnation. It says she used to probably be like a queen, and used to have like all kinds of like servants and everything, and probably Pepperoni.
I could see it. She's very queen shit.
Yeah. And
oh my God! And she finally found her jester.
Yeah, I'm like looking at the side. Sorry, Pepperoni's like running around.
I could see that.
Pepperoni was her.
So you believe in the reincarnation?
Yes and no. I also think that maybe you just go out as like a ball of energy or something, and if you have unfinished business, you stay here and you haunt people. Which ideally, either I come back as a cat or I come back to hunt people, because that would be really funny.
No, I would not want you to come back and haunt people. I wouldn't want to come back and haunt people.
That.
I mean, no more haunting stories. Like, I'm literally trying to desensitize this whole topic, because I'm going to go to bed after this, and I kid you not, I'm probably going to stay on the phone with you for like another 20-15 minutes para quedarme a dormir, like, peacefully. And if you think I'm kidding, I am not. Okay.
I have a side story, and the reason why I believe that. So this actually happened to my mom. So she used to have a car.
I'm gonna take off my headphones. I don't want to hear this.
So she used to drive on the street. She used to have this car, that she got and everything. She used to drive on the street to and from work, and this is like in LA. All of a sudden, her car started stopping in this specific street and this specific spot every single time, and she would try like different routes. They wouldn't stop, but at this specific street in this specific like area, it would always stop. And she tried to figure it out. She's like, there's no logic behind it. Like, am I hitting a pothole? Like, what is going on, right? So she left it as that. She just started taking another street because she was over that. A couple weeks passed by.
Okay.
And she was talking to, like, she was at a party and she was talking to someone, like, to a whole group of, like, oh, yeah, this weird thing always used to happen to me in this street. Like, my car always used to stop. And someone's like, wait, what street? This street in this like city. It's like, I think it's somewhere in Southgate or Southgate Commerce area. And the lady just kind of like stares at my mom, and she's like, are you sure it's this street in this like city? And my mom's like, yeah, why? Like, why are you making such a big deal about it? She's like, well, this is the thing. My brother
Ay,
actually
no.
passed away in an accident like a couple months back.
Cállate.
Yeah, a couple months back, he crashed. It was either a car or a motorcycle or something, and he died right there in that spot. And my mom was just like,
Cállate.
"You're lying." And the lady was like,
Okay.
"You know what? It's probably because my brother had a lot of unfinished business, and he never got to say goodbye. So maybe this is his way of like sending a message of like, I want to say goodbye." So my mom went back to the spot and put
Aw.
like holy water in there and like said a prayer and
Ay,
stuff.
no
Like,
manches.
so, and then after that, nothing ever happened. So she's like, you know what? Maybe people do come back if you have unfinished business.
Yeah.
And you like,
Pues
I
sí,
guess
pero
if you didn't get
comunícate
to say goodbye, you come back,
por un lado, o sea,
you know?
don't scare people.
So I do believe like if you
Hi,
have
Steph,
unfinished
¿te
business, you come back
desconectaste?
to hunt people or to
The
give,
internet. Aquí
say
dice
your
que se
goodbyes, I
desconectó la
guess.
Stephanie,
You froze.
so por ende, because I am in a remote area where the internet is not the best, I don't know if it's
You
recording on
froze.
her end. I'm just going to keep on talking because we're still in this podcast. But I would like to think that she's still connected on... Oh. The internet went off.
Okay.
Hey, did you connect on your phone?
No.
Oh, okay.
You
I was
went
like,
like,
did you connect on your phone? Because there was a third screen.
no, I have on my computer, but you like went back. I don't know. You like you appear like
Yeah.
twice right now and you froze.
Yeah. Well, oh, yeah. Okay, so there was a third screen. I was not like tripping out.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Well, I think 30 minutes of this conversation is definitely more than enough for me, especially because it is 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
I would love to continue this conversation with you, Steph, and I am going to continue this conversation because I am going to talk to you, so definitely call me. Call me.
Te vas a echar a dos rosarios, tres Aves Marías.
I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. When I was young, and even to this day for the most part, but when I was young and I would see like something that really terrified me, I would have to watch something to calm me down. For example, like, I don't know, just recently, maybe like 2 years ago, if I watched like a damn scary movie, I would watch like a Disney movie right after.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I wanted to like, I want to
you did
feel
that.
like, oh, okay, see, The Haunting of the Hill House, right?
Yeah, like you went after, you're like, you know what, I can't do this, and I'm over here like, but this is the
Yeah.
No.
And it was fun. Well, the funny thing is, I was a stupid and would watch it at night. Like, Jose, come on. Like, I mean, it was sort of like setting the environment and all that. Sort of like this damn podcast right now. Like, I'm recording it at 1:30 in the morning, where it would have been so much easier if I recorded it at 7 p.m. like how we had agreed, right? But whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Stephanie,
it is what
thank you for joining me.
No, thank you. And we'll continue spooky stories. I'll scare you after.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, and maybe in person where like se me pueda, if I have you in person, it won't be as bad. Right now, I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, good luck with that. And your house.
In a mansion.
Yeah, that room
in
is
a
definitely
mansion.
haunted, man. That room is haunted.
No, I don't think so. I think the mansion is. But okay, so just to keep people in context, where I'm at, I'm in a location that is very like, how would you say, very 1800s?
I don't know what that is.
18?
Yeah, I don't know. It's 1700s? It's old. It's en el año del caldo.
It's old.
Es en el año
so
del caldo,
where people, it's literally like a place where people would dress up with big old poofy dresses. My lord. There you go. I'm definitely not Game of Thrones, but definitely like my lord or señora. Like, ya llegó tal y tal. We'll bring them up. And take them to my chambers. And anyways, all right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Echale Podcast. See you next week. Thanks, Steph.
All right.